there and welcome to Gaining Vision. I'm Melanie. Thanks for tuning in. Have you had an opportunity to subscribe to the channel yet? If not, take a second, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to like and share. When you think of summertime memories as a child, what did you do? Possibly you went to camp or played with your friends outside, went swimming, to the lake, camping. All of these things are traditional summer in Canada for kids growing up. But this year, with COVID-19, none of that is happening. So I thought we'd discuss about opportunities for families to have fun in the sun in a unique and fun way that I've heard a lot of families are taking advantage of. So of course, if you're one of those lucky families that has a cottage, you probably headed north already and are enjoying the summer up north with swimming and outdoor activities. But if you're a family that's stuck at home, that's okay. There's still so many ways to have a lot of fun outside as a family. The great thing is it doesn't have to cost money. A lot of times when families think about summer activities, it's going to Wonderland or outside to activities that cost money. But the reality is families are getting creative and thinking outside of the box now. So, of course, if you have a swimming pool, you're all set. But if you're not, have one of those. Unfortunately, most of the pools are still closed. But families are getting creative. They're creating a swimming pool. I've heard of families creating a big tarp, filling it with water, and enjoying it that way, because it is quite a hot one this summer so far. Or you could go back to the old traditional ways my family like to use, is the good old garden hose or the sprinkler, one running through the sprinkler. Water balloons are always fun, especially if you want to have a water fight. Those are always fun things to stay cool outside. But also, what families are starting to do is come up with activities that are bringing the family closer together. So obviously, parents are working from home, kids are off school, and they're getting bored. I'm sure parents are tired over here. I'm bored. There's only so much TV and computer time that kids can use. They need to be outside in the fresh air. So some parents have come up with game plans, they call them. And what it is a different activity every day planned for the kids outdoors. It can be as simple as playing a sport in the backyard, having a picnic in the backyard, or even going for a scavenger hunt. It takes some preparation, but it is all available online, so if parents are looking for something creative for the kids to do outdoors. But then comes the supervision part. Families are busy as well. So perhaps, parents are still working, and maybe there's an older sibling that can step in to help with the supervision part. You want to make sure the kids are having fun, getting some fresh air, but also staying safe. One of the most interesting things I heard was families were starting to do creative things together. Some are writing a book to commemorate this experience. They're talking about how COVID has affected their family. Others have started YouTube channels. People are documenting this experience, and it's bringing them closer together. Some families are deciding to head north to go camping, go for those walks in the parks that are available, as most families are able to stay close and be together because they've been locked up together. They can still go outside and go bike riding, go camping, go for those long walks along the trail. These are all good forms of exercise, getting fresh air, and getting outdoors as a family. The tricky part is, what happens when you've finished all of that? This is where some parents have started to bond with other families, whether they're family or just neighbors. You grow your pod, you expand it, and you start to take turns. I've heard of families doing sleepovers in the backyard, because of course outdoor is better than indoors. And the summer weather has been really cooperating right now. We've had a few rainy days, but the heat is there. They're having bonfires in their backyard. They're having roasting marshmallows just as if they're on a camping trip. They're talking about nature. They're going out and collecting different things from nature. Opportunities to learn more about the world they live in. They also are talking about having barbecues, tag barbecues I've heard. So each family along the street may have a few kids, and each family starts to be responsible for different things. But outdoor activities, and it's important to get outside and be in the sun. But what about the activities indoors? Board games are very popular because it brings the family close together. Movie nights, and making them different. Having the kids involved in the planning of these activities or keeping them active. So nominating each week a child to be in charge of family fun. It could be a board game night, it could be a movie night, it could even be a storytelling night. So getting kids learning how to plan activities and bring the family together is a good thing, because as they grow up, they'll really realize the importance of family. So we've got some outdoor activities, we have some indoor activities. So what happens if it's raining? Because let's face it, every summer isn't complete without some rain. Rainy days sometimes make the best days. I remember when I was a child growing up, if it rained outside, especially in the summer, my sister and I would get into my mom's clothes and makeup and do some dress up days. Kids have the best imaginations, and they can really have a lot of fun creating their own stories, creating their own activities. Art is always a good activity, having them draw or paint, Play-Doh, and being a part of the whole thing. Parents are also taking advantage of teaching kids how to cook simple meals to help themselves, because ultimately, as parents are working, if your kids could cook a lunch or a snack for themselves, that's going to alleviate you guys from some of the things. Parents are also taking an opportunity for kids to learn new skills. There are a lot of opportunities for courses online, whether it's in public speaking, leadership, or learning a computer game or skill that'll help them with the education learning ongoing. So although there aren't any day camps all open, or possibly an overnight camp that many kids look forward to in the summer, that doesn't mean you can't do some of the same activities that are happening at camp. One of those days, I remember a day camp, was dress up as your favorite superhero. Who says you can't do that at home? Why not? Be creative, have fun. The kids will love it. They'll scrounge around finding out what's in their home, get creative, create their own costumes, and this will give them activity to focus on, something to look forward to. And of course, I remember a day camp having a pajama day and going outside in our pajamas. Well, have a pajama day. They can watch a movie in their pajamas, they can go in the backyard in the pajamas. It's all just in fun. So we've got some picnics, we have some art activities. Reading is another great thing. And all the siblings are definitely going to be spending a lot of extra time together, which means sibling rivalry. So how do we make that something that's not so focused for the parents to have to deal with all the time? That's by encouraging them to do activities together that are leadership skills. So the older sibling could easily take on the leadership thing without being bossy. It's really important, kids, not to make sure you're bossy, but getting them to teach their younger sibling something, having them work together to solve a problem. Maybe I keep remembering all my day camp days here, but having an opportunity to go out and learn about their neighborhood. I had to go door to door to my neighbors, the ones I knew. Now, granted, when I grew up, it was a lot safer to go door to door. So if you're in a neighborhood where your family knows the neighbors, get them to go and ask them if they have something. So I had to go and ask neighbors if they had egg cartons. Believe it, egg cartons, yes. And then another house I had to ask for some cans. And then another one I had to ask for, you get the picture. Every place you had to ask for something different. But they were all supplies to do an art project, a craft project. And after whoever had the most items found won a prize. And prizes, again, don't have to be expensive. You could have a sticker, you could have an extra hour of computer time or video time, whatever it may be. And then they come back and they would put together this craft together. So it's a great opportunity for bonding, keeps the kids occupied, and they're having fun. But let's get back to the family fun, because families are parents and kids, possibly grandparents, possibly cousins. They all have to have time to bond together. Parents are going to be still working, and they need to take time off too to rest. So what is it that your family loves to do? Think about that. Maybe you guys are sports fans. Maybe it's a game of touch football you're going to be playing, or maybe it's you love nature and you're going to go on a big long hike. Plan it together as a family, look forward to, get excited about it, and do something that your whole family enjoys. If you have grandparents, this is a great opportunity to get them engaged as well, to be part of the planning process. Maybe they're not going to be hiking with you, but maybe they're going to be at home waiting and they'll be responsible for the refreshments. Getting every member of the family involved, including the pets, is important because it's a great opportunity to bond. So despite COVID-19, as long as we stay safe, wear our masks, and have hand sanitizer handy, it's going to be safe to stay within your small community of family. Summer doesn't have to be ruined just because COVID-19 is here. It's opportunity to get creative, go online, check out what other families are doing, and then document it. Tell everybody what you're up to, whether it's a Facebook post, a YouTube video about it, or just to write it down in a journal, because you know when the kids go back to school, the number one question that they're all asked from the teachers is, what did you do for your summer? If you're one of those few families that have the opportunity to travel across Canada by car, enjoy it, but be safe, and please be mindful that when you're going to these places, you don't know if you're carrying COVID-19 with you. So please plan ahead. Make sure you have your masks, your hand sanitizer, and that you're staying safe with social distancing. And definitely try and bring your groceries with you, because again, you don't want to be going into a lot of the stores in different small communities that may not have been affected by COVID-19 as much as we have been. So these are just some ideas to have fun, family fun in the sun over the summer. And I know that if I had a small family, I'd definitely be doing creative things. Enjoy the summer weather, stay safe, and if you have any other ideas, please comment here so we can get some ideas from other families to enjoy the sun and the family fun. Until next time, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share, and I'll catch you next time.